Have you ever felt like your mind just doesn't stop? Like no matter what happens, your brain keeps going, replaying, analyzing, questioning everything. You go over conversations again and again. You think about what you said, what you should have said, what they meant, what they didn't say. And at some point, you start asking yourself a dangerous question. Why am I like this? What if I told you this isn't a flaw? What if the reason you overthink is actually because your brain is operating on a higher level than most people around you? Stay with me because by the end of this, you might realize you were never the problem. Let's start with something simple. 1. Your mind never accepts the first answer. When something happens, most people take it at face value. Someone says something, they believe it. A situation unfolds, they move on. But you don't. Your brain immediately asks, why? What's behind it? What does it really mean? What are the hidden layers? This constant questioning isn't confusion, it's depth. Your brain isn't satisfied with surface-level reality. 2. You replay conversations long after they're over. Hours later, even days later, your mind brings it back. Not because you're stuck, but because your brain is still processing it. Tone, pauses, word choice, reactions. You analyze everything. People call this overthinking, but in psychology, this is advanced social processing. You're reading patterns others don't even notice. 3. You see multiple outcomes at once. When you make a decision, your brain doesn't just see one path, it sees 10. What could happen if you say this? What might happen if you stay silent? What could go wrong? What could go right? This isn't indecision, it's prediction. Your brain is running simulations in real time. 4. You struggle to just relax. People tell you, stop thinking so much, but it's not that simple. Your brain doesn't have an off switch. Even when you're quiet, your mind is active, reflecting, analyzing, imagining. And the truth is, highly active minds rarely experience complete silence. They're always working in the background. 5. You question your own thoughts. This is where it gets deeper. Not only do you think a lot, you think about your thinking. You catch yourself mid-thought and ask, why am I thinking this? This is called metacognition, and it's one of the clearest signs of higher intelligence. Most people don't question their thoughts, they follow them. 6. You notice small details others miss. A slight change in someone's tone, a different energy in a room, a reaction that doesn't match the words. Your brain picks up on it instantly, and then it starts analyzing. What does that mean? What's going on beneath the surface? This constant awareness feeds your thoughts, which is why your mind never feels quiet. 7. You imagine worst-case scenarios, not because you're negative, but because your brain is trying to prepare you. It's scanning for risks, predicting problems, creating backup plans. To others, it looks like anxiety, but in reality, it's a brain that's trying to stay ahead of reality. 8. You struggle with simple answers. When someone says something basic, it doesn't satisfy you. You want deeper explanations, more context, more meaning. And when you don't get it, your brain keeps searching. This is why you often feel mentally tired, because your mind refuses to stop at good enough. 9. You feel mentally exhausted even when you did nothing. No physical work, no stress, but your brain feels drained. That's because thinking deeply takes energy. Processing emotions, analyzing situations, predicting outcomes, it's all mental work, and your brain does it constantly. And now, number 10. The real reason everything makes sense. You're aware, not just of the world, but of yourself. You see your thoughts, you question your behavior, you analyze your reactions, and that level of awareness changes everything. Because once you become aware, you can't go back. You can't just ignore things. You can't just stop thinking, because your brain isn't built that way. And here's the truth most people will never tell you. Overthinking isn't the problem. uncontrolled overthinking is. Because the same mind that overanalyzes is the same mind that can understand people deeply, predict outcomes, see patterns, and make decisions others can't. Your mind isn't broken, it's just powerful, without direction. So if you've ever felt like your thoughts are too much, like your brain won't slow down, like you're stuck inside your own head, maybe you're not overthinking. Maybe you're just thinking deeper than everyone else. And once you learn how to control that, it becomes your biggest advantage. If this hit you, you already know.